Hello everyone, this is Maester, and welcome to a Shogun 2 Fall to Samurai multiplayer battle. So, my opponent is named Robam, and let's take a look at our armies. I got Revolver Cav, I got Yarki, well upgraded, I got 3 units of Spear Levy acting as some kind of meat shields, which by the way you shouldn't really do because in Fall to Samurai you really should use your Koku on either gunpowder or decent melee infantry, which these guys certainly are not. They have too low morale to be that, or cavalry. So basically, don't use them on this. But in this instant, I did, and we'll take a look at what happens. Well, the Red Bear infantry got White Bear. I got United States Marines and Royal Marines, and I believe that is that. Besides from my general, my opponent he chose Shogunate infantry, Bokachi, and a bit of lag, carbine cavalry, Yarki, his general, a samurai hero, a boki, and Armstrong gun. So my opponent is going for a lot of expensive units, especially his Armstrong guns. And boki, well, they're okay. They have a good range. These are non-upgraded in that regard, but I think you can get this up to 175 range, which of course is a bit devastating to any unit you can have which doesn't have a bow. You also have the samurai hero, a really weird choice. You really shouldn't choose a samurai hero. It's too expensive for what it's worth, and it's only 30 guys nonetheless. And yeah, I believe that's it. We can go on and press play. So, my main objective is to capture this Sojojo and hopefully also capture this shrine. But I'm seeing my opponent is going for it. So I believe I do begin to make a gesture towards that flank, but then I see this right here. Bokachi and Shogunate infantry. And they are almost completely undefended. Well, they are undefended. They kind of rely on each other for defense. And as it turns out, it doesn't work that well. Yeah, a bit devastating. Already down to 60 men. And it does have his carbine cavalry, who helps, but the problem he's got is that he's shooting mainly into his own guys and rarely hitting my Yariki. And I'm also bringing my Spear Levy into the fight. I'm rushing it in. But it's no use. Well, not worth anything, I should say. Because I'm already winning this fight. So I click a direct attack order and go for this carbine cav instead. Over on this flank, my Spear Levy has been very damaged. But as I said, they are expendable, and they're actually reaching a samurai hero due to a bit of poor macro. But as the situation stands now, I now have the hill, and therefore I have the advantage in the gunpowder fights. Well, I destroyed most of his gunpowder units anyway, so I believe I do have an advantage in that regard as well. I take my roller cavalry, and I'm shooting away the Bokachi, which I believe did come back from routing. Also engaging his cavalry with Yaris, and also shooting him with my gunpowder units, and yeah, that can only go one way. So I'm pushing him back on this flank. My Spear Levy routed, done a great effort, and my Red Bear infantry and White Bear infantry shot down on his cavalry. That was what I was looking for. Instead, not instead. During that time, there we go. And he's left his Armstrong guns open, poorly defended, and I'm reaching in with my Yari unit, and yeah, that's that. I've broken his right flank, and I'm breaking his left flank, and I'm jeopardizing his Armstrong guns, well, attacking them. And now bring over my Revolver cavalry to deal the finishing blow. Pretty devastating finishing blow. There we go. And the match is over. So this was a pretty one-sided match, but it's due to I guess one thing mainly. And if you're gonna use Armstrong guns, you really should invest in a lot of low-cost units when you use the Armstrong gun. And you need a lot of units, and well, not that low cost as a Yarikashi, but choose a lot of red bears and a lot of cavalry, so you can actually protect the Armstrong gun and avoid letting your opponent get a easy kill on your Armstrong gun. So if you're gonna bring an Armstrong gun, it's a good tactic. You can really offset your opponents. Trust me, it's very not frustrating, but you do get you have a tendency to rush in that regard. So if you're gonna bring an Armstrong gun, also bring enough troops to support it. And you can see my opponent definitely didn't do that. He brought only elite units, and when one charge basically killed 2 entire units, he had lost the game at that point. If I weren't sleeping, and then he might have a chance to win against me. So this should serve as a lesson to don't risk everything on quality. Bring a lot of quantity as well, because it's really important in this game. Don't fall into a trap to thinking that, oh well, I have a lot of good units and all of them are level 9 and so on, so therefore I should win. No, it doesn't work that way. Maybe in the vanilla Shogun game. I don't know that, but I do assume. I have faced some armies like that, and they do rip you to shreds if you don't know what you're doing, and I don't know what I'm doing in the vanilla Shogun game. So yeah, that's that. But you can see, pretty devastating defeat for him, and yeah, we can take a look at the statistics just for fun. My spear levy actually got the most kills. I think that was the spear levy on the left flank, maybe? Yeah, I think that was his spear levy engaging with the cavalry. That was one other thing, he didn't move his cavalry, but if he had moved his cavalry, that was basically giving up that flank, and well, and not moving his cavalry is also giving up that flank, so yeah, couldn't really do much. So he was outmatched in that regard. So yeah, learn from his mistakes, and as ever, I will see you guys next time. Goodbye.